Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over all my autographed action figure collection that I've gotten signed by multiple guests and celebrities at different conventions and signings and things like that. I even at some screenings was able to sneak in a couple signatures here and there. So just going from like Funko Pops to action figures like NECA, things like that. Because I got one specific toy I'm going to get signed in a couple of weeks there, and I'll show you guys in that video when that comes around. But kind of gave me the idea. I'm like, you know what, let me show off the ones that I have now, and this would be a fun little quick little video for you guys. And also I want to thank all my new subscribers have just joined the channel and subscribed. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining. Hopefully you guys stick around and enjoy this content. This is the kind of stuff I like to show off, where I just show off my record collection, going on different signings and screenings, getting things signed, getting my records signed. So you can see right there, I got a couple of my records up already. So yeah, just a little cool content like that. Hopefully you guys like it. And if you do, stick around, because there's gonna be a lot more, especially in a couple of weeks. We're gonna have a couple more, some surprise guests, and just a lot of fun at the end of January and February. So should be a lot of fun. Without any further ado, let me just show you my collection. Here's my Cult Classic Series 4 Child's Play 3, signed by Don Mancini, David Kirshner, the producer, and Peter Chabotko, the puppeteer for Chucky. And here are my Lost Boys Cult Classic, Michael, signed by Jason Patrick at Monster Palooza. I was lucky enough to meet him there. You got to sign it right there. It's one of my favorite vampire movies of all time, so super stoked to get that. Then I randomly bought this at Toys R Us, this Joe Gremlin's Lightning Gremlin. It's a Toys R Us exclusive there, and he signed it right there, but he signed it in silver, unfortunately, but still pretty cool. It's your favorite action figure. Well, it's got to be this Ultimate Ghostface, signed by the voice himself, Roger L. Jackson, Ghostface. Lucky enough to meet him at Days of the Dead last year. And this one's sweet. Look, it's got the different heads, glow in the dark, zombie head, blades. NECA Ultimate ones, they always do such a killer job on them. But, I mean, look, they wrote it in white and just wrote Ghostface. It came out so nice. This is one of my favorites because I love Ghostface, just the character itself. So stoked on this one. I'm about to have a howling good time on this one here. The Joe Dante signed my Howling Werewolf statue here. That was exclusive to Comic-Con. And eventually started selling them in the website, but exclusive. At first you could only buy them at Comic-Con. That was exclusive there. And if you look at the difference, the Comic-Con exclusive had the bloody claws right there. Well, before the other statue just had regular no bloody claws. So, I mean, it was so stoked to get this at the Shout Factory booth. It was one of the first things I wanted to get. Ran to that booth and got it. And I was so stoked to get it. I mean, the werewolf transformation scene is awesome in this movie. I know that it gets overshadowed by the American Werewolf, which is fantastic, but this one is awesome by Rob Bottin and his amazing work. But look at that collectible. I mean, it's just so sick to have a werewolf statue like that. And then have the director Joe Dante sign it. I was so stoked. I met him. It was like a Masters of Horror signing in Burbank at Dark Delicacies. So I'm like, I got the perfect opportunity to get him to sign this, because I wanted him to sign it in that blood red marker, because I thought it would come out so sick. And it's one of my favorite pieces right here, because it just stands out so cool right by the title. And this looks amazing. So stoked. Do you like violence and Funko Pops? Well, check this out. My Captain Spaulding Funko Pop, signed by the late great Sid Haig. Rest in peace, sir. He was always so cool and cordial every time I met him. So nice. And I have him sign it. I got in a little protective case there, so just to preserve it, because that's one of my favorite pieces. Thank you, Mr. Haig. Got him signed there, and my NECA. So stoked. And then we got the same guys, Peter Chabotko again doing the puppetry. I don't know if he worked on Bride of Chucky, but he signed it anyways. Got Don Mancini to sign as well, and David Kirshner, the producer. So he signed on the side, I believe, on this one for Tiffany. I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. He signed on the side. So pretty stoked to get that one as well, because I got that one pretty recent. No, not recently. I mean, I got that one a while ago, but they were doing a signing at San Diego Comic-Con at FYE, actually. There they are, all right there, signing them. So I got my Child's Play 2 Funko. There's Don Mancini right there. And then I believe Peter Chabotko right underneath there. And he was signing all of them. He didn't care. I think he only worked on Cult, but if he worked on more, he's signing, and I'll have him sign it, so why not? And David Kirshner, I believe he's the one that signed on the top. And on a different marker, which was weird. I don't think I had that marker at the time. And then I was like, no, I want to use this blue marker. We're nerds like that. But I believe, yeah, I think he signed it on the top, I think. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, kind of odd spot, but oh well. Still stoked. I'm glad to get that one signed on there. So those are my 3 little Funko Pops I got signed. Not too many, but just a few. This one right here, a Reagan Spider-Walk NECA, signed by Linda Blair, and that sweet, sweet, like lime green, like throw up, puke green. Is amazing the way it came out. Like Sweet Dreams, Linda Blair. Oh man, this one's one. I gotta get a case, protect the case for this one because this one is amazing. I love this piece. I just love the way the color came out, the way she signed, everything about it. It just looks amazing. So I am beyond excited for this one. That's one of my favorite pieces right here. I love this one. Figure that Sid Haig signed was the House of Thousand Corpse exclusive because he had a hot dog shirt. He was wearing different clothes, not wearing the full clown costume. But I was lucky enough to get him at Palooza, sign him there, and every time I got to meet him, it was so cool. And I'm so happy to have this one in my Funko signed by him. They had a triple feature at Beyond Fest. They were screening Beyond Freddy vs. Jason, and Damian Shannon and Mark Swift, the writers for Freddy vs. Jason, were there in attendance. So I was like, you know what? I've had this figure for a long time. This would be the perfect time to get this signed. So met them. They were super cool. Signed it for me. I was excited. So thank you guys for that. Really appreciate it. Looks cool on the with that ink. And then another Beyond Fest got Bill Duke from Commando. Having him sign my Predator, Jungle Patrol, Dutch Predator. You can tell in the ink it's kind of smeared a little bit because I think I kind of ran when I had it, but super excited to add that to my collection as well. Thanks, Mr. Duke. A funny story about this one. I won a contest on Twitter for Sharknado when they were premiering it, and Ian Ziering and Tara Reid were there in attendance. So I got them. I got two of them. Only Ian signed one of them, but Tara Reid signed on that one right there. This is before I was using cool pens. They only had Sharpies there, so but it got me two Sharknado Funko Pops. So yeah, added to the collection. Why not? But that was a cool event actually. So and the movies, always it's fun. So here's John Connor and his bike. This was also a Comic-Con exclusive. You can only purchase it there, and they only allow you to purchase one. So I'm like, that was one of the ones I had to get. I got in line super early. I had a huge. I mean, neck of the line is always long, but I had to get there and get this one because Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time. But it's got the computer there, easy money. Got the bike, got the arm. I believe the chips down there as well. So and he signed it right there. He's got a unique signature as well there. So I thought it was interesting that he signed on there and not on the actual screen on the actual plastic case. So I thought that was pretty neat to have it signed right there. But that's this one. I mean, I'm super excited to get that one. So thanks Scott for hooking me up with that one too. Help me out there at Palooza getting him sign it. But yeah, I mean, iconic movie, right? And then the bike scene. I mean, the fact that NECA did it, I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm not gonna get this. And the fact that I got to meet Edward Furlong and he signed it. Way excited for this one. So thank you. This was a surprise. Tom Joyner, the first assistant director for Jaws, he just popped up to support Joe Alves, who was the second unit director in Jaws, and he's directed Jaws Part 3. But he was there. He showed up. I thought that was very cool. Nobody had any idea he was going to be there. But I had him sign my Jaws figure that I got this 2015 summer convention exclusive, which actually I bought at Toys R Us. Actually, I didn't get it at any convention. I got it at Toys R Us super cheap. But yeah, Joe Alves signed right there. And I love that he always draws a little shark right there, director Part 3, and then he worked on the first one. So they're promoting the book here at Dark Galaxies, which was super cool. And I was going to get Dreyfuss at Days of the Dead, but man, he was charging way too much. So this Tom Joyner, signed right there. And the little red, I love that. I always love using the paint pens. It's a little smush when the words are a little together, but you can tell it is, and that's why I posted a picture of this so you guys can see. But poor Quint right there, getting eaten up. But yeah, this was just a cool, unique toy. I mean, I've been wanting to get the NECA one for like the longest time. Had a chance to buy it at Spencer's a long time ago when it first came out. At the time, it was too much money. I wasn't making that much, so I didn't get it, which I regret still to this day. But this one, second close to it. But now that I got Joe Hobbs and Tom Joyner signed it, I mean, it's it's the next best thing, I think. So, yeah, it's quite a poor bastard. But yeah, love that. And if I could add more to it, I absolutely will. Spielberg, what's up? Looking at you. I had a This Your Next mask because I was like, you know what? It's not a figure, but it's pretty cool. Not to show off. I want to show off because I got Barbara Crampton a sign right there. Sharni Vincent, the final girl, was amazing. She was so good in the movie. If you guys haven't watched it, you got to watch it. So Adam Wingard, director, and Simon Barrett, who wrote it, who actually played the character in the movie. And there's Barbara Crampton sign right there. That was a Beyond Fest, the same one with the Freddy vs. Jason screening. Yeah, I'm so excited to get all four of them on there. And there's Sharni right there. She was awesome, and so was Barbara Crampton. She was rad. So there, and there's me being goofy. Just a few signed items, not too many, right? Not too many, but still enough. You know, like that's not a bad collection. I guess I'm just starting. I usually get my record signed. You know, mostly I'm getting vinyl and posters, but once in a while there's a cool action figure. I got to get it signed. So those are the ones I have right now signed, and I'm gonna be adding more later on in the future. But those are the ones I have now. And yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Super easy. And if you already haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you have, all my subscribers that already subscribed, appreciate y'all. Where's that? Right there? Right there. Boom. I appreciate y'all. So cool. Yeah. So that's just gonna wrap up this video. Like I said, hope you guys liked it. And plenty more videos coming up in the end of this month and in February. So stay tuned for those. Until then, so see you at the next video.